Because in the end, it is 30,000. You understand? I am ready to sell at 35, but the same quality of fabric and the same sewing and all, those other people are selling for 40, 45. If I sell mine at 35, people will think maybe it's not the same thing. So I will cost it based on my competitors. So they're selling at 40, 45, 50. I will decide to sell mine at 42. Do you understand? So you are basing your cost, your price on competitor base. So let's say this coconut oil now. She has hers. There's the one you buy from Kirkland, and it's how much you sell yours now? This one, 3,000. Yeah, 3,000. Okay. The one that is imported is Kirkland, maybe 4,500. Okay. You understand? And then someone is selling another one from Lagos. There's this girl, Rosemary Apashiki. She also sells, and hers I can't
Does
remember.
She sell coconut?
Yes, she has.
I thought it's only
clothing. She has coconut oil. I bought a liter from her for long. It's still there. So I can't remember how much she sells them, but let's assume that she sells hers 4,000. You understand? And then yours is. So we'll look at it. Why is yours 3,000? Why is hers maybe 3,500 or 4,000? And then the one from Fairline to 4,500. You understand? Now I can decide to say, okay, because I got the coconut here in Nigeria. So, and then it's cold press, you explain all that and everything. In the end, I can't sell beyond 3,000 because that's like cheating. You understand? But there are shops you will take it to. People will not buy it. They would rather pick that Kirkland one, which is 4,500, or buy maybe from Rosemary Apashiki, which is maybe 4,000. I can't remember how much it sells. I'm just using that as an example. Then if you put yours 3,000, say, let me look at it. It's not even, are you sure? Is it clear? Why is it? Do you understand? And some will say, oh, okay, maybe it's the package. It's the same thing, but the container. Do you understand? So you price based on look at your market. How is it? What would you rather ask your customers? Okay, what's the most comfortable price? Sometimes you have to price based on you have to price based on your competitors. You have to price based on value, or then you price.
But is it possible to combine maybe one or two?
It depends on your product and it depends on your market. That's why I said you have to do market research. If in the end your spices you sell 500 naira for one, and you go to a shop and you see them arrange spices, the foreign ones are sold at 300 naira. Do you understand? Yours is 500 naira, the same size of container. The one that was imported is 300 naira. Then someone from somewhere is making another one, and theirs is 250. The same size of container. Do you understand? Now you will sit down and look at it. If I sell mine at 250, say the same price as the foreign one, will it make sense from business sense? Will I make money in the end? If you're going to make money, it will be wise for you to so in that. So now it's competitor based. You understand? But if yours, the taste and everything is all natural and is better, and the cost and everything is still going to sell at the 500 naira. Leave it at 500 naira. When people think the quality of what you have, they will buy it and leave the one that is sold at 200.
You know why? That's why I asked you, are we going to really go into the details of the costing? Because like my product, some people say it's expensive. Some people say it's not expensive. These ones are 1,500. This one is 1,000.
Is it
Cheaper now.
But I have gone out and I have seen that people sell the same size of this 2,000 naira. That is a shop. So I don't know how much they give them in shop. They sell it 2,000 naira. So if they package their own not as good as mine and they sell at 2,000, then why are people saying that it's expensive? Because me, I didn't do detailed cost. That was what I said. Are we going to do how to get detailed cost? So that's it. Yes.
Okay, so
So
that's
I don't know
another.
whether I'm doing competitors based costing or value.
So you need to do a market research.
Get an accountant.
Find a day or pay somebody, let them go around for you to be good for you to do it yourself. Go to a few shops, look at what they're selling spices, look at the quality of the spice. If yours is better, leave it. Compare the price, you understand?
Yes.
I tell you,
If you
Camilla's spicy. Like 3K.
Who is Camilla?
So they
What's the name of the company?
Camilla.
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 Yeah.
Camilla.
You know it. CA.
Okay.
K-A-M-I.
Let's continue.
K-A-M-I-N.
I need us to finish. We have another this thing. So okay,
The woman that came from Ghana.
No, she's here in Africa. So pricing, your price tells a story. Pricing is a market tool, not simply a way to get money.
Okay.
Marketing changes your pricing. Pricing changes your marketing. You remember I said, go and do a market research.
Wow.
Check your price. Do you understand? So this is very important. Put it behind your mind before you do anything. People from associations and form associations and make assumptions about your product based on your pricing. Therefore, it's important to be clear about your position.
Wow.
You know, sometimes you go to buy something, you find somebody standing there, and you pick one, they look at it quickly, and they're like, why are you buying this one? You understand? So people can see that and they can kill your market. Why do they say, no, this one I've used it and I've used it so many times and it's still very good. Well, when we went to Kano for our training, I bought some coffee. Why did I buy those coffee? They're very expensive compared to Nescafe was there, and it was the tin one was 300 naira at that time. Then the foreign one was about 3,000 or something like that. Then this one is made in Nigeria, but it was 4,500. It was
What's
more
special
expensive.
about it?
Exactly. What's special about it? It's like, first of all, the packaging. When I saw it, I just picked. I picked the
how is the
2,
coffee?
3. Nice. Nigerian coffee.
It was nice. You
It
like
was really nice. The smell, the aroma of it is really nice. I liked it. You understand? But then I'm also promoting the Nigerian brand. You understand? So that is the thing. So sometimes your pricing, it makes for conversation. People will stand there, talk about it, and then you come back. Maybe they've been buying. Then one day, it's only your product that is left there.
wow.
So people make up opinions with pricing, labeling, packaging. Very important.
When we say marketing, changes. That marketing there, what does it stand for?
Marketing, it's marketing.
As in, is it
marketing? Marketing changes your pricing. Pricing changes your marketing.
As in, is it the responses of the consumers?
Yes, there is still a story like what she said. It's still a story.
You understand?
Those
And if you do some marketing and you look at the prices, and when you do a market survey, it can determine how you price your product. So you're not pricing based on cost now. You've done the market survey and you've done the costing and everything, and then now you're not sure this might be competitive pricing, you understand? The pricing changes your marketing. If yours is more expensive, you have to market it more to tell us why it is that. Do you understand? If you're changing your price, you also have to do that. You find out from companies that they're going to change their price, they're going to make it higher, but they're selling now at that old price. Then they will now introduce something very silly. They can change the face of the container. That's all. Reduce the content in the container and sell it more expensive.
There's lots of products like that that is happening.
Exactly.
Because of the economic change, a lot of they've reduced their costs.
They will
rebranded,
they rebrand, change it. So it's marketing or reduce the content inside and then increase the price and you buy. But that's because they've been selling. They've made a name for themselves.
So the name is selling itself.
The name is selling it.
Wow. Amazing. I like this part.
Because they market. So improving value perception. If value is equals to perceived benefit minus perceived costs plus or minus non-monetary costs, then how do you improve the non-monetary costs to improve the value perception of the product you offer? So this one is just value perception.
Yes.
So, for example, remove all the value of your product, remove all the monetary costs, everything, the cost, the price, just remove it. Look at your product now. How do you improve the non-monetary? It's not the money. Don't look at the money now. You're not talking about money. How do you improve the non-monetary costs to improve the value perception? Like I told you, I said you stand in front of a shop, you put your product there, and you hear two people discussing it. They're not discussing the money. They're discussing the value of that product. You understand? Aside and that's the one you want. You want the value perception to increase. Not the monetary. You're not talking about. You want people to perceive your product. It's like what we just said. Big brands, they will change they will rebrand, change the color, remove the hair, or make the bottle fatter. Then the content inside has reduced. You open setting, let me not call me. You open the seal, you just see the thing down there, like almost getting to half of the container.
Like this
So called
No, there's no spice, so it's big or very big name like that. If you open it in Nigeria,
you understand? But it's big name, it's selling value perception. Do you understand? It's not the cash, the money. They've already spent money to build the brand. So now you already have it behind your mind. You just go into the shop. You're not even thinking.
And this is the one I want.
Exactly. It's like you
even saying you go
It's
like calling all toothpaste.
I've already called the name. Let me just tell you the reason why. Okay, so my kid, I don't take milk anymore. My second that takes milk for her cereal. So and then we have different stores we go to. We don't mind to drag one mile. We know that this store, whatever is cheaper here. The other side is not cheaper. We go. That's how we. So we don't feel like that it's hard. Pick me part the medium pack, not the smallest, the medium one. Is still sold for 5,000 up to now. But if you go to other stores, 6,500, everywhere 6,500. So we don't mind, we'll drive all the way to Sahara. That's the little we'll go and buy. We just go straight there. I don't care. It's
it.
like,
You
I'm just trying to
understand?
put that, you know, so I'm not counting the cost of fuel right now. It is that now for the best if I'll be happy. And I'll tell myself, "Man, it's not a stupid thing again. They drive, but I want to still go to that. That's the only thing we'll buy. We'll buy, we'll pay, and then we'll just go. So I just want to
So you see, you live when you are not calculating fuel, you're not calculating time.
And you know, someone like me, I don't like shopping in Sahara.
Me too, I don't like it.
They are confused. You want to buy a bread, if then you go to the other building. You want to buy a soap, they say go to the other crisscross. You go to front floor, you buy. They say you pay there, then you come down buy. They say you pay.
That people will just buy it and just go. We're not looking at the cost.
Somebody should go and talk to you.
Okay, so but that's value
Yes.
of products. You understand?
And I tell you, sorry, you know, they have reduced the quantity. The quantity is small, the meat, I'm telling you. You see, everybody will see go, and they've reduced the quantity.
Pig, but
Yes,
if you don't drink pig, which one? Pig is the pig. Is the pig
Exactly.
or what the
Exactly.
the
So,
milk?
you know when you say you want to buy milk, obviously someone just wants to buy pig.
And you want to give someone gift of milk.
Mm.
You don't go for 3 crowns that were 3 crowns or what. You don't give them. You keep the pig. That's when they will accept it that or like a visitor comes
Yes.
to your house to bring can of coke. You have to bring malt now.
Yes,
You
I understand your
understand.
analysis now.
So improve your value perception. Improve it. Time costs. So these ones, these are the costs that do not have monetary value attached to it, but there is time. Time is money. Physical costs. You're sitting there working, thinking of how to make this thing better. There is cost. Psychological, you understand, psychological costs, and then sensory costs. So these ones are all the costs that do not have to do with money. They're not monetary costs, but they are their value, their cost that can be added to your product. And then it helps people will now perceive your people will perceive your product not as per monetary. You understand?
So like there's one training we attended, and they said for every item you are selling, don't sell the cost, sell the value. As in don't sell the physical thing that you are looking at.
Yes.
Sell the content, sell the value. What did you put inside? What was in your mind when you were producing that thing? Just sell it to
excite people
What
to buy that
will people gain from? What pain point will they solve for them? If your product you set out to solve a problem with your product, the hammering on that problem because someone has a need for solution.
So I give an example. There was say a ship had a problem and was parked at the dock. They were looking for engineers came, they called them, everybody would come and look at it, and they didn't know where the problem was. So they called this man who was an old technician that worked on that ship long time ago. So you know a technician is not an engineer. The engineer are supposed to hire. So he came when he just told him about it. He said, "Oh, okay." So he went to somewhere, found one hole, and tightened it and left. That was it. And so they said, "Send your bill." He now sent his bill of $3,000. So the captain was not like, "What did you do that I'm going to pay?"
It didn't take time.
$3,000. He said, "Oh, psychology." Yeah. Knowing how much it cost me to tie that thing was $10. Knowing what to do is the remaining $21.
You know, it was them that were there looking for what to do. Did they not spend time?
So you see, sometimes people undervalue people's worth. and the worth of your business. You sat down, you thought of it. You thought. That's why when people copy
And my Igbo
your
brothers can do that.
yeah, if you thought of all the things it upsets you when someone just comes and copies because you put in a lot of psychological efforts.
It happened to me.
You understand your physical effort. There are times you are awake till midnight, till morning hours thinking, how do I improve this? Those are costs on the business or on the product.
Okay, tell me, I had little issue with my friend. He was making this way for over 2 months. And they told me that the only that will solve that thing, right? It will cost me 250,000 naira. So you can imagine driving car every day, they allow for 2 months. So I now went to my mechanic. Let's let him take me to somewhere in Japan. So I met the man. The man was telling me I have to buy that thing, And I said no. So someone said they are going to repair that thing for 15,000. I said, why now? That they can make the thing to keep buying, but the problem will not be so bad. I can still be driving the car like that. So they now took me to the man. The man now said, I'll pay 15,000. In my heart, I agreed. Well, let it just stop this man. Okay. Within 5 minutes, he brought one letter and 50. That you pay 50. I said, no, I'm not paying. Then what did you do? I feel bad. I said, no, this guy will not pay. He was paying for. I said, what did you do? He said, if I don't pay that 50, I should go with the car.
That's why I said my Igbo brothers.
I said, what did you do? This was my Yoruba man. I said, but what did you do? He just bought one rubber just to wait under the car and stop being noise.
It's not just to.
No,
You cannot let this man into my house.
I said now. I don't flash my free bad now. Oh my, where's the psychological cause?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Okay, so this is for discussion. Assuming no difference in technical quality between the three options, which clinic would you patronize if you needed chest X-ray? Clinic A, the price for the X-ray is $65. Location is just 1 hour away. Let's say Suleja, right?
By your car.
By car.
Okay, by car. So
let's then next available appointment for you to get that X-ray is 3 weeks. And their work hours are Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. 5 p.m.
okay.
Estimated wait time at the clinic is 4 hours. The second clinic, you pay $125. Location is 15 minutes. It's just here in Maitama. Next available appointment is within a week. You get your appointment. Working hours is Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Estimated wait time at the clinic before you get your X-ray was 5 minutes. Then Clinic C, the price is $185. Location is next to your office, is the ShopRite. The next available appointment is, you can get an appointment tomorrow. The hours, their working hours is Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. 10 p.m. Estimated wait time at the clinic is 0 to 15 minutes, you're done and you're out. So which clinic would you pack?
Clinic B.
Clinic B.
Clinic B.
You go to Clinic B.
Clinic B, I think I'll be able to afford $125. On Saturday is not working day. I be no Saturday.
No Saturday.
Mine is C.
C. Why C?
Because number one, what is wrong with me? I cannot take receipt if the money is available for me. And I know the price is high, but there's no price for anything else to show. So I won't take chances. I prefer C.
So you see, this is value
perception.
They all offer the same thing.
Mm.
You get the same X-ray print.
Wow.
You understand? But this one you wait for almost 15 minutes, you're out, but you get to pay $185.
Me, I think it's,
you're not burning fuel. You're just walking next door. So if you look at all this, time is money, distance, that one you're paying, you're going 1 hour by car. and petrol now is 300, 600 and something,
You
right?
wait for 2 hours.
And then you wait for 2 hours minimum.
And then
I'll
3
do
weeks
the-
appointment.
Exactly. You
I'll
get an
do-
appointment.
I'll go during my break time.
Okay.
I'll do the anyhow,
I'll do
except if
the-
it's an emergency. Before the issue for X-ray came up, it didn't start in one day. I feel that X-ray is what is it called? Well, how do I say? As in they want verification, kind of. They want to check to find what is causing what. You understand? So they now want to do X-ray, except if it's an emergency.
No, for it to go for X-ray, that means emergency. So
It's
let's
not
look at the
not
issue.
all X-rays.
Okay,
emergency.
let's assume you sprained your ankle. That's what you thought.
If
You sprained your ankle.
if it's an emergency case, then I will go for C. If it's not an emergency case, I'll go for B.
So all these are what matters in value perception. So now there are two, we are in the middle. There's ShopRite and there's Ube Market.
Yeah.
There are certain things. There's a clinic in ShopRite. Very good one. But to register, you pay about 100 and something thousand.
There are clinics
in
there
Ube.
sit in a cozy place.
Exactly.
Environment.
But
very
there
clean.
is also a clinic in Ube here. You
Across
buy
and-
card for how much? And then you go in there. You understand? So what value do you put in your product?
I also see that this clinic A, B, and C is all about packaging. It could even be the same person that have branches at 3 different locations. Packaged it based on the location.
So that's all perception. Value.
Like most medical.
If Clinic B is in Maitama, which is 15 minutes away. Clinic C is next door in ShopRite Mobile. Clinic A is in Lusuba or exactly, okay, same way. Or Kuje.
yes.
But it's the same clinic. But in Kuje, before you get that X-ray, to take you about
3 weeks.
within 3 weeks to get an appointment,
no,
because
it's 1
many
week.
people know before you even get the appointment, it's 3 weeks. The next appointment is 3 weeks because plenty people are there.
Population.
Yes, it's cheaper and more people are. Lots of people are going there just to pay $65, but they're waiting. They'll wait for up to 2 hours to get your X-ray done. And then with COVID, you don't know what you're going to pick there. Do you understand? But this one, you just walk in, within 15 minutes, you're out. The waiting time for any germs or anything to come into the country and settle in you, there's no time for that. So, but it's perception anyway. If you can, let's assume it's not an emergency.
Like there's this dentist, right? My daughter has a brace, child brace in excess. So my auntie told me that they went to jail with Babalada. This man is very rich, but the man, the husband is very stingy. And she has been begging the husband, they don't put braces for her 2 sons. The 2 sons are already in university right now, and they don't smile that, So finally, she now told this man, that does his own braces for 450,000. So she went all the way to Babalada. So then I said, where? You see, I said, I will go. Then my daughter needs braces, but I don't take them right now. So I don't try to go and tell her father, You did not know they went somewhere to see their dad. And that's what he said. His friend said, I said, I will need braces. That she now said, I wasn't there. She now said, they're very expensive. Say how much? 1 million. So that's it. Don't tell your mother to go and look for this thing. So me, I don't want to go and meet this lady. The lady is his auntie. I said, see, we want to take a social to follow you to this place, But he's insisting he wants the account number of the dentist. So me, I wanted to take her there and collect, women are collect the many change. It did not work. You know, so I told you, you have to use the one with 1 million naira. And the dentist knows me, the one in town, you know, so he just said direct to them, 1 million naira. You know, and this man was like, hi. So I said there was nothing I could do. I tried. You know, then they could afford, you know. I would just tell the bottle what she said. You know, see, the same dentist then is working in government hospital.
Yes,
now,
someone told me
even
that.
the one that took
Sunday.
care of my daughter, they work in government, they are even level 17 that directors, but they have their own private business. So you go and meet there, by the time you talk to you go there, the very first I met the doctor, 2000, I went to do my thing. By the time I stayed for almost 2 hours, no public hospital, you know, told me, I said, why am I waiting here? Like I said, where? You know, I should call. He did not tell me the name of the place. That I should go to there. If I go there less than 15, they will attend to me. That's why I left there. When I go, they say I should go there at so time. When I go there, it was the person I saw. You know, yeah, and that's why he has a lot of customers. But if most of those customers from public, yes, you know, so you go there. It is the same thing, you know. To put tooth there is 45,000 naira, but if you go to public hospital, it's 5,000 naira. But it's the same thing.
So pricing and COVID-19, like I said, pricing should be ethical and community minded. So no matter how greedy you are, is ethics, be ethical.
And community market, meaning that the kind of people that live there.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, community just the kind of people that will buy your product, that you want to buy your product. Just be ethical. Price increases should reflect actual increases in cost. I don't know how I'm going to say this more. In Nigeria, we price things. I don't even know if it's that we just I don't know. I don't know.
I don't understand.
You increase the price.
Okay.
Price that we know dollar has gone
Yes.
high and all that. When you were producing that particular batch, it wasn't like
yes,
that.
and yes.
So and you need to notify your people that see, dollar has increased, cost of production has also increased. Therefore, we're going to increase price from next month.
Okay.
That means that new batch of products you're going to use is the one that has the increase.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah, not the one you have produced last year.
You produce that one, and then you understand. Then they will tell you that, but is it not the same money that you're going to use to buy the new product? It's just ethical. Just be ethical. Incentives, one-time promotions, flexible payment terms, and other support should be considered. There are lots of people that will like that priceless care that came during the trade fair. She sold hair for cheap. She did major sales, but it does not mean that she was here for 3 days. That whole place was around, when she was around.
But I did good hair.
Yeah, good hair. She brought down the cost to I think about somewhere so for 20,000, 30,000. But then she had her hair that was selling for 200 and do you understand? So she did like incentives. They said trade fair. So maybe these are her old stock and she's selling at that. So people rushed and bought even the new one. So if you buy one, you're going to get an extra free or cost reduced cost, yes. So you consider those kind of things like incentives, one-time promotions. You can decide to do a major promotion. This is Christmas. I'm selling. If you buy other things, there's a girl who buy jewelry from. She sells cheap jewelry. So if your total like everything is maybe 20,000, you can pay quite before she sends it. So you pay, okay, I'll pay 10,000, I'll pay the remaining 10,000 next week. Then delivery, you can deliver. So she does those kind of things. So you can make it flexible for people. And she has a lot of customers. If you post something now and you don't buy now, you won't see it in the next hour, you will just see school. So she has a lot of customers doing that. So you need flexible payment terms. If you're also sending things abroad, if they tell you, like I was saying yesterday, I said payments you discuss. Is it 70, 30? You pay 70 and 30. But by the time you become partners, it could be you pay.
I give one.
Yes, I'll send and then you understand. So you make it flexible and then you consider all that. All right. So I think we ended on this one. Please call Omowi.
Are we done?
I wanted for today.
No.
I wanted to jump on towards the roast.
Thanks to Mary, Madam Tino. This thing, it's 5 days. It's supposed to be 5 days. Get through this one. I'm done with wherever I get. On the this 230. Oh, 230. Oh, wow.
And you still have a lot to cover for today.
If I say we'll leave it to tomorrow, tomorrow's one are very important. Okay, so anyway, marketing, export marketing, promotion, packaging, and labeling. Marketing strategy. So long before you fill your first order, you need an export marketing plan, which we discussed yesterday. A good marketing plan should be built around your research and will answer the following questions. You know, we talked about this yesterday, so I'll just run through. What are the characteristics of your target market? So is it, are they middle class, low class, upper class, or general? You understand? Are they low income earners? Are they low income earners? Are they mid-level, middle class earners, or are they upper class? You understand who are your targets? So you're making clothes, say, and you're selling them about 40, 50,000 naira. You know that, of course, people who earn that 30,000 to even 100,000, they might decide not, that's not your target. Those are not your target market, right? It will be maybe people in the middle class. So who are and what's their characteristics? Those are people who wear certain kind of clothing, who work in certain kind of places. I'm just using clothing as an example. So what are the characteristics of your customer in this market? That's what I'm saying, you know. Are they, if it's for food, are they health conscious people? Are they those kind of areas where everybody is going out to the gym? You've noticed that everybody loves it. So you're selling things that will appeal to those kind of people. How do your competitors approach the market? Are they handing out bills, or are they more on social media, or are they doing billboards? Are they doing incentives, buy one, get one free? Generally, that's what the market or my competitors are doing. What are the most effective ways to promote yourself? You look at it. I'm trying to save paper. I'm doing more of social media marketing, online marketing, word of mouth, WhatsApp, and all those kind of marketing. I'm not doing paper, I'm not doing handbills again, because How many people collect handbills and look at it? They trash it. So anyway, that's not, I'm just saying that. But what's the most effective way? It might be your own most effective way in your area or in that target market. It could be that people in that area, they collect handbills. I don't know why. You find some people, they have collection of handbills. I don't know what they do. Maybe it's the fetish they have. I don't know.
No, they use it too. Some people after many years, even 2 years, 3 years, they will call you. The day they will need it. People that collect handbills, they're just doing market survey.
Oh,
okay. They didn't come to buy. They just want to keep them the day they will need. They will now look for that person that they liked.
Okay, so see, it works for certain places. So that's what I'm saying. So if you want handbill to last, you make it like bookmark. Let people use it for bookmarks and all that, or do something.
Definition of the traditional way.
Exactly, and use innovations to sell your market. How would you adapt your existing marketing material or even your product or service? So how should you adapt it? Your existing marketing material. How do you adapt this now that you've already produced 300 handbills? How do you adapt it to how do you adapt it to the new one you want to do? Do you understand? So creating value is the essence of business. Value is defined by the customer. Like we discussed, if customers stand and discuss your product, they're the ones that will give it value or reduce the value of 40 days. They can kill the market in 2 days, or they can get you more customers in few hours. So to create value, a business needs and to do so what is value, and to do that, they need to understand their customer. So you need to know who your target customers are. You can't just jump into any business producing things that people do not need. Who are your targets? Who do you want to use your spices? Who are you targeting to use? Restaurants? Are you targeting restaurants, people who cook and all those things? You need to look at that. What value are your customers looking for? So this is an exercise. I don't know, most of this exercise, I don't think we'll be able to do it. So for value proposition, but this is very important and it helps. Gain creators, pain relievers, products and service. Pain, gains, customer jobs. I think it's true that he's an expert. So anyway, value proposition is a positioning statement that explains what benefit you provide for who and how you do it uniquely well. It describes your target buyer, the pain point you solve, and why you're distinctly better than the alternatives you have. So the product, what is the gain? What are the gain creators? What's the gain for this your product? Then the pain relievers, how is this your product relieving people's pain or your customers' pain? That's what you use to write a value proposition. So I have these spices. What's the gain? Easily, you just add to taste. You don't have to grind You don't have to pound. You don't have to pound the spices. All you need, and everything is already mixed in one place. And it's already, yours is just to take a teaspoonful or a teaspoonful and add to your cookie. So that's the pain reliever. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yeah.
What is gain created? Is it the
That's what I'm
process?
saying.
No, you talked about
The product
product
is your spices. I even use your spices.
Yes, that's the product or service.
Yes.
I
The gain creators. And what is the gain of using?
Okay.
What is it relieving? That's why I said it's been pounded already, it's been milled, it's now in powder form. You understand? You just, all you need to do is add a teaspoon.
So the pain is relieving is the stress of the pounding. And then customer jobs. Can you explain that?
So before you write a value proposition, what are the pains? For every business, you're there to solve a problem, right? So what are the pains of that you've noticed in the market? What are the gains? What are you there to add to solve? Yes. If they use it, what do they gain from using your product? Then how is it creating jobs? Or how is it relieving? I don't know. Okay, then also the second. So for your value proposition, that one just explains the pain, the gain, the product. You understand? Now, if you're writing a value proposition, who is it for? Who is your target customer? Say young adults, exactly, or women, or whatever, or men, or whatever. Statement of need or opportunity. What's the statement of need? Young ladies and young professional women. What is the service you're adding? It cuts time of pounding and grinding and pepper. Then what is the benefit? It gives you delicious soup and taste. So you just use this to, by the time you fill in the blank, you have a proposition, a value. So in a value proposition is a positioning statement that explains what benefit you provide for who and how to do it uniquely well. It describes your target buyer, the pain point to solve, and why you're distinctly better than the alternative. So you tell me why I need to buy your own instead of what's that popular curry? Not Gino, the old rose. Okay. That old, the popular Supreme. Is it Supreme? That one that has funny colorful, small white. So why would I buy Uto and not that one?
Start telling me now.
And so that is the value proposition. You understand? So now you tell me the reason why I should buy. That's where your value proposition is. So you write that out, and if you write this out, put it on your website. So anyone that reads it, okay, so basically this is what you're selling.
Like when you put it, are you going to write it as a value proposition?
No, okay.
My kukuru,
Yes,
I
enjoyed it, but I don't know my husband didn't like it. That's why I didn't come back.
Okay. I added it there because there was a study done by one of the renowned nutritionists that the cyanide in cassava that is in Gary, that is in Eba, is not, Kukuru is almost,
What's that?
Is also cassava product.
Okay.
Just like Gary, but its own process is far longer than
It's fermented.
normal Gary.
than normal Gary.
Please, can you show me?
But one of those things came out of Kukuru is also good for the diabetes. So I put that on the majority of my clients, are also my customers, and they buy for people. Because why? The cyanide in Gary will affect the pancreas, thereby predisposing them not to be able to regulate their blood sugar, the diabetes patients. So now, because we have something of cassava product that is lighter when you eat it, very white, is white, it's
easy to
easy to make. Yeah, it's even easier.
It's even easier.
Okay.
I brought it
I
to
gave
one
it to
of
my niece that because her children likes apple, when they were Japan, they went with 3 packets.
I have somebody that buys from Lagos and resells in Lagos. Just take from
it's very
just
nice.
Because of that. So by the time information is far, when if you have 1,000 good things inside this now, if I do not have that information, I may just feel it's like one of those normal
usual.
Yes, the uniqueness of every product. We should always put it there so that people will, Thank you for this reminder.
Yeah, that's reminding.
No, the class has been. This is one of the trainings. In Abuja, like they say, we work. Even as I'm here now, one training is going on. Tomorrow, like that. I don't even know the one. Today there is one I'm supposed to be somewhere. So I know this one is more.
But my advice about that is they will always come. Training. So you sit down. What am I gaining in this? Is this thing helping my business? Or do I just want to go there for pleasure? So once you're able to answer those questions, choice.
No, this one is value added.
Okay, so these are a few examples, like Airbnb. I think you know the Airbnb, right?
Sure.
So this is their own value. This is their statement that Airbnb exists to create a world where anyone can belong anywhere, providing healthy travel that is local, authentic, diverse, inclusive, and sustainable. That's
Is that inclusive? That is key.
inclusive.
It makes you feel as if you are still in your house.
Yeah.
And then you do anything you want to do.
It's inclusive too because they do not segregate. They do not say it's only this kind of people that should.
As long as you pay.
So this is Bloom and Wild, is a flower company. They say our mission is to be sending and receiving flowers a joy, using technology to turn emotions into an action in the simplest and most beautiful way possible. So all you do is just go to their website, you order for the flowers, you pay, and they deliver anywhere to the person. So they make it, well, that's their own statement. Philo helps teams move work forward. And this Shopify, they sell things, they buy online. Anyone, anywhere can start a business. So different places. Coca-Cola is what? What label? I can't even remember. Nike, Nike is just do it. But they have other. So different value propositions. These are just examples of others. You can write your.
The thought is tasting nutrition.
Tasting nutrition.
Tasting.
All right. So promotion. refers to the communication tools that you may use to convince people to buy your product or service. These are different kinds: advertisement, brochures and flyers, email marketing, media, personal visits, trade shows, online, social media. So these are all strategies we could use, different ones. You can advertise on TV, radio, and the rest. You can advertise in brochures, or you have your own brochures and flyers. Marketing. A lot of people block them though.
Yes, I
to
block
their
some
news.
because they can be
Exactly,
nuisance.
They can be nuisance. So media, you can use TV, radio, personal visits. Like I said, if people are buying your product, you just notice that so many people from Turkey are buying my spices. You find money and go to Turkey to meet them. And then you explain more to them, you sell more to them, make contacts too. You can attend trade shows and make promotions there, promote your business there. You can do it online, and you can use social media. So packaging. The roles of packaging is to contain, protect, and preserve a product, as well as aid in handling and final presentation. So packaging is not just to beautify or to hold the product. It does more than that. It gives physical protection of your product. It gives containment and agglomeration. So when they are moving your product from one point to the other, it's not breaking, or it's not tearing open and all that. You market your product also on your packaging, and it's for convenience and security of your product. So those are the rules of packaging. Security, securing your product. If you have this, or if it's not in this kind of, before you even start thinking of what to do, you want to package your product in a container that cannot be easily opened, and what's the English word for it?
And be airtight.
Yeah, airtight, and then someone is not going to open it and put something else in your product. You understand? So when you're packaging, you think about all that. Is it secured? Like what she's done to her. After, do you have the aluminum seal?
Inside.
Yeah, inside. Yeah.
Yes. Tamper
So tamper proof,
and then shrink wrap.
So see, it's so secure that if you carry it now and fling it, and people forget that it's human beings that work in these places. They will just carry your thing and throw. It can break, it can open. So all you need to do is to make sure that your packaging.
He sent this pack. I think UK. We were told that it's taken. And I noticed that it's from the shop here. The way they were
Exactly. So that's why packaging, you need to look at the security to secure your product.
No, this is second. Even this one, they're supposed to seal. You're supposed to seal it.
Seal.
You don't seal it. This one says
yeah.
Even that one, if they seal it
like the honey, it will open now.
Because how will I? I'm saying my mind though. This is oil, and it's for cooking. Except if you want to use it for stir frying, then you will think of spraying. Because this is spraying oil. Otherwise, I want to pour my oil. I don't know.
Well, it works for both. Yeah. You can also spray. It will help it will help the intake. You're not overusing oil.
Then back outside the country, sorry.
Yes.
We like to spray.
Spray the
They prefer spraying, huh?
But no, you don't cook soup until you see the oil. Which is what we like.
Yeah, because we have them in abundance. I think that's why. Yeah, they.
So display packaging, it's convenient. Your packaging must be convenient, must be attractive, must be economical, protective, and it must communicate what is in the product. You can use the same pack. They send like a cereal pack to pack certain things. So this carton or the paper pack is for cereal and dry products. Of course, obviously you can't use wet or liquids in those kind of packaging. So your packaging must always be, and it must be protective. Like for the honey, it's really protective, but the oil is not protective. It's convenient for the convenience. This one's not person to use, yeah,
and this one is for family.
And this one is exact. So you look at it, is it attractive? And when I see it, okay, yeah, it's obvious, it's funny. It looks like it's even the beehive that is the design of the top of the, you understand, the design of the hive. Economical. The economical, although we're trying to work out plastic in so many countries, eventually we might not be able to export like this. We might have to go back to bottles or some other way. If it's plastic, sachets are even things that they're terribly, they're not biodegradable. So they're just there. It will take over 100 years to degrade. Then protective. Yeah, so protective, and it must communicate your brand. So when you're labeling, product labeling, the aim of labeling requirement is to ensure a high level of protection of customers' health, safety, and interest. Labeling regulations vary widely from country to country and from product to product. So verify the requirements before you ship. If you don't, when it gets to the port, they'll send it back.
Like you mentioned the Canada, that's not the right so.
Yeah, I think the Canadian labels are very
filled up.
Yeah, they're awarded. So every country, most countries have. In Nigeria, they don't even want you to tell us what it does. So why? When labels are supposed to protect customers or consumers' health, safety, and interest. Anyway, so labeling requirements may include not different countries have different requirements, but it must include, these are the basic ones. It must include the product name and function. So the product name is Uto jollof rice spice mix. What's the function? It's spice, spice mix, yeah. Spice food. Instructions, use instructions. Do you have anything? Yeah. Country of manufacture.
Nigerian flour.
Good. Content, weight, and volume.
Yes.
Okay. Manufacturing date or expiry date. List of ingredients. Name and address of manufacturer or distributor. So you have a perfect label, except that other countries you might have to add certain things on that. So assume your product will have a bumpy ride. Pack them to survive rough cargo handlers and poor roads. So your coconut oil arrived leaking. That means it went through a lot of rough cargo, and that so next time when you are packing for excuse me, for export, it will be better to seal them like you do the honey. Now this honey
You know
bottle,
the way they pack drinks, crates, they can still cut cartons.
yes, and I put it in play, yeah.
Then fix
one,
this
one, one.
to the size of it bottle, just lands in there, so that it won't be wobbling.
So during transit, handling, and storage, your goods may be exposed to bad weather and extreme temperatures. Prepare for this. Losses from improperly packaged goods adds up to billions each year. If you're air freighting, the planes are always very cold. By the time it gets into the plane, very cold. So your thing might not experience that heat. But if you're shipping, overseas, the containers are already metal, so it's hot inside. You understand? So they're different temperatures. What's his name? You know Nyako. He was former governor of Adamawa State. He grows these beautiful mangoes, lovely mangoes, very good. They sell them. I've not seen them around. They're like big orange kind of mangoes like that. So he did them for. So he wanted to start exporting to Germany. The first ones when they got them packed everything. Phew, and started doing. Send them to Germany. They now called him and said, your mangoes are here, but there are certain insects or bacteria or something like that that you need. So should we send it back to you and you pay, or we should just simply trash it in the ocean? What happened? He had to now go to Germany to learn how to harvest. What happened? How do you harvest mangoes and all that? That's why market research is very important. So he came back and found out that when you harvest mangoes, you don't harvest, mangoes grow like this. The stalk holds that thick.
The stalk.
Yes. If you harvest and you keep it like that,
it won't spoil.
It will. But if you turn it, no, if you keep it like this, it will get spoiled because it will ripen.
Okay, it'll be ripening more.
Yes, it will ripen. But if you turn it and block that, it will stop it from ripening fast. Then the truck that took the mango, and as soon as you bring them down, I think there's a certain number of, and you don't put them on the bare floor, you put them on that carton or paper like thing, and then you pack them in a carton within a certain time, and then the truck that picks up these mangoes, what he discovered was that truck had brought cows or had sent cows somewhere. And so they just clean back the thing. So it's not like a fully truck one, and then it had already carried cows, and then there was somehow food and
some
all
people
that.
will go to that orange market where they're selling, just carry from that basket.
And then by the time we got to the airport, the cargo plane, I think because it had waited for this truck, the truck was late. The cargo plane, they had to switch it off for some time, and then all that. So it was hot for a bit before it loaded. So all those things happened. So that was when he got there. He learned how to harvest the mangoes, how to get them from farm to the end to the consumer in good time and how to do everything. So he learned that and he came. So, but that first one was a loss. So we wouldn't want that with our product. Outer packaging. So aside packaging your products, now the proper outer packaging, that's the carton, and all you have different kinds. You have the wooden crates and wooden cases. You know, there's some that you have to pack them in that wooden crate. There are metal drums. There are the cardboard boxes, which is what a lot of us use. There is the polyurethane bags.
One is that.
Plastic bags, no? The polyurethane.
Oh, okay.
The plastic sheeting and packaging tubes.
Oh, okay.
Plastic sheets that you use. Mostly they come with cartons. There's some you see them in cartons and then you see them in meat. They're blown like with air in it.
Yes, packaging tubes.
Yeah. Packing products for export. Factors to consider. And before you package, you need to talk to your logistics. How do they package certain things for export? You know, you just don't package in the carton and send to them. They will, anyway, some will open it and repackage for you. And you
They
pay
do,
at
all
a
of
fee.
them they do.
Most of them.
In fact, all of them, they repackage.
So you pay for
standard.
Yeah, to the standard. But if you know how to do it. But you know why we even advise that they open?
So that they are sure.
You're sure of the product you're carrying before your license revoked. So factors to consider: what's the nature of your goods? And like you see these bags, this is the kind of package. The jute bags are for things like these grains and all that. Mode of transport: how is your product moving? Do you need like a pulling truck, not an open truck, and all that? We don't have pulling trucks. That's why that car got to Lagos and it was all bad. Customer specific requirements. There's a customers that will specify they need this product packed in 1 kg bags in this container like this, 10 in a carton. You understand? So you have to also consider that prevailing regulations. Are there regulations about packaging? You need to look at that before you package for export. Storage of the product. If it's like things like oil, you know definitely you don't expose them to high temperatures and all. If it's vegetable, you know that they have to be in like ice packs that will get to the end user fresh. What are the new technologies, available technologies and materials, and then the weight and dimensions of the cartons. There's some you have to, they'll tell you specifications. So now you have to like get cartons that fit or suit that dimensions they want to carry or they want of the product to arrive in. Labeling: shipping containers must be clearly
So how do you take a purchase?
Okay, website must be secured. Must be secured, clear, well positioned.
Websites are blocked.
Okay, they're different now. Website is where the information of your product, the company, and everything is on. A blog is just talking about a particular product, a particular
And
thing.
you see post it in the website?
Yes,
Okay, there's a key.
that makes your website active. So you can have like you can put small videos now on your website, short ones.
I don't even know how to do that.
So get somebody, that's why I said you can't be the MD. You can't be MD, you are the producing person, you are the quality control, you are the ICT person. No, of course you don't know everything. We all don't know everything. So get people that can help. Exactly. Yeah. So it must be to facilitate purchase, clear, well-positioned call to action. Shipping rates and options are available during checkout. So like I said yesterday, let your product have the cost. When it gets to shipping, you need to let them know. You understand? So you have that everything should flow on your website. So if I'm buying this for $10, at the end, you see shipping rates and the cost of it. So it gives you a total. Then you make payments. So shoppers can edit cart content. Like I said, there must be that add to cart or remove from cart. If they don't want to take it out, whatever they want, they add to it. Familiar payment methods. Let it not be one payment method that we don't know. Let it be payment methods that we know. I think Flutterwave does. PayPal, Visa cards, MasterCards, and all that. Use payment methods that are familiar to people, especially abroad. There is option for order status tracking. So you can track, people can track their orders. As soon as you send it, if it's DHL you're using, post the link for them so they track their product. An email notification is sent to confirm a purchase. If people pay for things and it's confirmed, you send them an email. Even if it's not on the website, if it's on any of the social media, send a message to tell them that your payment has been received. Shipping will be done tomorrow. You should receive within 2 and 3, 4 days. You understand? It keeps people's mind at rest. So they're not thinking that somebody has duped them. An email, a shipping policy that who pays taxes and duties is available. That is if you're doing big shipments and paying the taxes and duties from here to the shores of your country. From there, for you to receive at your door, you pay for the remaining costs. So it must be stated out. Contact page is easily accessible in case of questions. That's why I said, let there be a contact number that is very active. And if people want to chat you, you know, a lot of these websites, they have that chat. If you want to chat, yes, but then it goes to WhatsApp number or something, so that it's active. It's not like you do it online and then I'm not online and somebody is asking questions. So it comes straight to your phone and you answer those questions directly. Website tips, search engine optimization, load time, initial impression. So your load time must be quick. It's not like it will be going, let it be a problem that it's the person's network, but then it's not from your website. Initial impression, let your page be very attractive, nice. Let it be somewhere that people will like to go to. to check. It must not be clutter. It should be clutter-free. No plenty things, talking about different things. If you're doing spices and you're selling flour and all that, let it be different. If you want spices, you click here. If it's flour, click the next one and you see them. But when they're all together, people don't know which one to go to. And they will just pass. You know, these days, people don't want to waste time on anything. Clear navigation. So it's easy to navigate your website. It's responsive. As soon as the questions are asked, there are answers. It must be professional. Not your website is not doing things that have to do with other things. Let it be, and it's not personal. It's you, except if you're selling yourself. If you're a model or you're selling something, let it be about you, but it must be professional pay. It must be interactive. As the person is asking whatever they want, let it be an interactive. It speaks to them quickly. And then there's call to action and it's integrated. So I think I'll just rush the remaining. My mouth is tired. I don't normally talk like this. Okay. Auntie Lu is not here. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. We're almost done. I'll just leave it there. We'll do the rest tomorrow.
Those that we don't start in the team.
That's the thing. If we come early, we'll start. Would have finished now by now. Yeah. So why social media? So we've already spoken about websites and now this is social media. Social media offers wide international reach. It enhances credibility. People know you, they go to you. If you're not real and if you have problems, they report, they block you. So collect feedback and improve service offerings and delivery. And it's quick. When people are not satisfied with you, they type it there. It's easy to communicate on social media. Then enhances customer relations. So you're not cantankerous, you're nice. People will be like, if it's not because you're like this, I would have. Do you understand? So if you're nice and you have good customer relations, it's easy on social media. Then focus sales. It helps with your sales. Facebook, they say it's for old school people. So we use Facebook. People still use it. Why Facebook is used for building relationships with customers and boosting credibility with over 2.2 billion active users. Facebook is about building relations and blah, blah, blah. When you can run ads and share organic posts 2 to 3 times a day. Facebook hardly has that restrictions on what you can post or what you can't, but Instagram does have. So you can use Facebook and use that. Then use video content. You can also use video content. Approximately 80% of the world's internet traffic is video. Facebook is easy on that. Instagram is video and photo sharing social networking service owned by Facebook. There are 800 million active users. I think they're more than that. Yeah, I think they're about a billion. Instagram is a mobile exclusive platform mainly used by those under 30.
They've moved
to Snapchat and TikTok. Now they're leaving Instagram for older people.
Yeah.
Master Instagram stories and hashtags. The best posting frequency for Instagram is the posting frequency that you or your business can keep up to consistently. And the more you do and you boost it, you see it on Insta stories and hashtags. Use that as much as possible to boost your product. Post quality over quantity. There's some pictures that don't even, sometimes when I see, I'm like, did the person really look at this picture before posting it? You know, it's not clear. And also, and they want to post plenty. If you are posting 2 pictures a day, let it be good 2 pictures a day. For quick natural content, think events. Use Instagram stories. Add polls to your stories to gather user feedback. So on those Insta stories, you can decide to do a survey on your product. And as people answer, it goes to your DM, you see everything. LinkedIn is more professional online platform. It has 774 million members. It's more a bit of a business-oriented or employment service. But you can get so many customers, but professional customers. Depends on what you said. You can get good professional customers from LinkedIn. They don't waste time. It depends on how you build your page. If you build and then you pay for business, if you're advertising or you're selling anything, but you can have a LinkedIn page that talks about the professional part of your business. You understand? It will lead people to your business or other pages. LinkedIn covers over 200 countries and territories. Master professional insights, leverage on networking and use relevant keywords. That's when the best posting frequency for LinkedIn is the posting frequency that you or your business can keep up with consistently. Tip, post quality over quantity on Instagram. Make sure all relevant fields are complete, your information is up to date, and your content is relevant to your industry. So best practices for social media. Once you have chosen which social media platforms, learn to use them effectively. Watch for variances and these differences in best practices. If you're selling anything that is not your product, you make sure that you say it's there. Keep your personal and company accounts separate. I said that earlier. No pictures of your bedroom and all those things on a product. Yeah, separate it, except if it's like a launch of your product or you went for a fair. So that's you can post on those pages, but try as much as possible to divide that. Pay attention to your profile and make use of the template offered. No matter the platform, engagement increases with the use of videos and photos. The more people will see your page. Be interesting, make users laugh, make them feel good, be relevant and timely. So be up to date with using of all the social media pages. You can decide to maybe one day is for jokes, and if it's joke, let it be clean jokes and jokes that make sense, or proverbs or whatever, or maybe for food kind of things, recipe for something that your business can gain from. People who go there. Use proper spelling and grammar. Text talk is never appropriate. I hate to see all those, I don't even bother again. Those, you're sending a message and you're writing me IDK, blah, blah, blah. You understand? Sometimes I'm old school. I don't understand these things. I have to go and find out what it means. You understand? So it's better when you're posting, especially if it's a business page. Yeah, avoid things like that. Do full spellings. Spell everything right. Let it be correct. In my head, a lot of times I'm correcting English and spellings for people. When I see it, every time I'm like, why don't they know how to? Is it I am or is am? Don't understand.
Yeah,
you understand?
Don't know how to use their properly.
Yeah. So be honest. Do not be untruthful with users, as the truth has a tendency to come out in cyberspace. Very important. People post like within an hour, you see that your page has gone down, because somebody can just decide you said something that is not true and they will just say it. And you don't know how active they are on their own page. And as active as people start going to your page, there's a girl I buy fabrics from, and she now posted on her page that she asked someone was selling this raffia kind of console table, and she ordered for it. By the time it got to her here in Abuja, it didn't come as, I think one of the legs was broken or something like that, but it's not as it was in the picture. So she called the lady and said, this is what happened. That one said, there is the logistics company that, and the way the person answered, so she started posting the conversation she's having with the girl on her Insta story. That's not a good thing. You understand? So you would have even avoided things like that by just being pleasant. Oh, I'm so sorry. Can you return it? You understand? Just simple things. Yes. Exactly. Just simple things, you know. There was no need for all that. So now all of us were looking at her Insta story and going to see. I'm like, who is this person? I had to go to her page. And in the end, she now said, please, can you all help me report this page? She is a fraud. Yeah, but from the conversation, it looks like that. So we all went and reported the page. Do you understand? So it's social media, you have to be very careful. Be truthful. Be truthful with your users. If you're selling this thing and it's like, let it be what you're selling. Solve customer service problems. Do not engage with internet trolls. Like Madam Dr. Williams said yesterday, after that meat 2 kg thing, you resolved it immediately. So you now, instead of losing customers, you gained over 20. That same person brought more people because you resolved that issue immediately. Be persistent and consistent. Post often. So if you're posting just one picture a day, let it be one picture a day. Post like that. But make sure you're on your page. And like you said, we could have, sometimes because you're doing a lot, you don't have the time. Get somebody, do it for you. Add value, not noise. Most of all, be social. That's why social media. Okay, I think we'll pause here and continue tomorrow. The information was too much. Thank you very much.
It was so interesting. I mean, a lot of things that
Training.
something that we just for can we have the
yes, we'll send the slides to you.
It was so interesting.